After a wicked awesome intro like that, how can you not think this game is awesome? Welcome to my mini review of Lost Kingdom 2 for the Nintendo Gamecube. In this video, I am basically showing you two levels and a couple of the cards I have. But this game is pretty expansive. Even after you finish the game, there's a lot more to do. But let's see. Even though this is a GameCube game, the graphics for some reason remind me of a Dreamcast game, a really late Dreamcast game for that. I'm not fully sure why the company From Software aimed at having the graphics so low in the game, but it's kind of odd. But when you actually get used to it, you don't really care, you know. It's a really fun game. It's pretty simple and straightforward too. Let's wait for it to finish loading. Alright, there we go. Alright, now, on the right side of the screen, those four cards that I have, that is my card palette. I use that and I can summon the cards as they depict. Let's see, the one on the right, where it says X, that's a Banshee. She comes out and she screams. It looks like ice magic though, I'm not sure why. But I like it. The one I just summoned on the left, which is B, that's a shark. He goes on the ground, he jumps up to attack people. The top one I forget what she does, and the bottom one I forget what that does. But you'll see me switch through the cards over and over several times. On the upper left side, the blue is my life. You start off with 100, I believe, and as you level up, you get maximum of 300 life points. Below that is your mana, or MP, or whatever you want to call it. Basically, your cards have a certain value, as you can see on the right side on the card palette, and depending on the value, you can, you know, take up the whole thing, or, you know, just a bit of it. Most of the cards I have in the water deck, which is what I'm using right now, they require probably 1 to 6 mana points to use. If you run out of mana points, you use your life points to summon the cards. So say you have a powerful card like a powerful summon card like a Phoenix, which will restore your life and all the monsters' lives and everything like that. If you have no mana and you summon that, you will lose probably 3/4 of your life, which would bring you down to I assume like 75 or like 60 or something. But then it'll restore you, but then there's that chance of you getting killed in that process. On the left side, lower left side, you have the card deck, which is how many cards you have left in the next card in the slot. And that's pretty much it. You know, you can have a total of, I believe, 25 or 28 cards in your deck. It's pretty good. Now, let's see. The music in this game is very, very beautiful. I strongly like this game because of the music. I think Nintendo did a great job in letting From Software use their music department, because the intro alone just gets me excited to play this game. I have a thing for violins and stuff like that, so maybe that's probably why. Just for kicks, I will export the audio as an MP3 and I'll post it in the description for anyone that wants the intro. Let's see, those blue things that I'm chasing right there, I can't seem to get as a Garuda. The blue thing is a healing fairy. If I touch him, he will either restore a card to my deck that I have used up all the way, or restore life points. There is also a red fairy, which will recover my mana points. And as you can see, that yellow fairy right there, he basically goes to enemies that are on screen. And if there's no enemies, he'll just go back into my back that thing in my back. I forget what she called it. Anyways, that was the forest level called Rule Forest. I'm going to show you the next level over here in Alanje, which is Plains of Rawal. I think I pronounced it right. Anyways, I'll switch over to my normal deck. My normal deck is pretty powerful, because it uses a lot of striker cards and summon cards. Even the God of Destruction card is in it, so you can tell it's pretty powerful. But you know what? Since I finished the game already, I have the key that I need to continue this level, so I'm just going to go kill some enemies so you can see combat and stuff like that. But believe it or not, after like I think 4 or 5 years of having this game, I've still not unlocked all the cards And the only way to unlock all the cards is you have to play the first game. And you have to unlock all the cards in the first game. And I have the first game. I think I unlocked all the cards in the first game. I just never transferred them over to this game. But, you know, because it's a part 2 of the first one, you gotta combine some cards to get new ones. Like, for instance, in the first game, the skeleton only had 2 forms. I believe in this game he has probably 6. Yeah, regular skeleton, flaming skeleton, ice skeleton, steel skeleton, pretty much every element and a regular skeleton. I think it's pretty awesome. Let's see, what is that over there? That looks like a behemoth of some nature. Anyways. And what you're seeing here is a summon. I forget what he's called. Those Boulder Brothers have a summon attack together, I forget their names. But yeah, as I mentioned before about the graphics, as you can see, it is pretty, well, it doesn't look that good, but it looks decent enough to be a good game. And as you can tell by the movement, that it feels like a Dreamcast game from the movement alone. I mean, I can't even turn around with this Cerberus. I'm kind of stuck going around in circles attempting to turn around. Luckily though, he has fireballs, and this fireballs rock. It takes a long time to turn though. So I've mentioned the graphics, the gameplay, the sound. There's not much else I can really comment about this game. I guess for its time, it's a really good game. Let me see, what year was this game made? Shoot, I don't have a case of it, but I believe this game was made in 2002, I think. If you want to find that, just scroll back to the beginning of the video and watch the the credit roll at the title screen. In any case, I would give this game a very good 8 out of 10. I'm not being generous, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 because it is very fun. There is a multiplayer, by the way, I forgot to mention that. There is a multiplayer, and player 1 and player 2 can fight each other using cards. Just like, you know, like I'm doing right now, except I'll be killing another player. It's more fun if the person knows what they're doing. I played against people who don't know what they're doing, it's not that fun. You know, there's one thing I forgot to mention. This game has a storyline, but I just totally forgot to mention it during the review. But it is a very good storyline, and you will enjoy listening to it and playing through it the entire time. And overall, I still give this game a 8 out of 10. Story, graphics, music, and gameplay. It's just the best thing you can have on the GameCube right there and then at that time. It was very fun, and it's fun now. I still never finished everything, but hey, it's a great game.